Surefire has a killer reputation in the firearms world for good reason. They have a history of making utilitarian lights that are capable of producing high levels of light reliably. They're regarded as one of the premier manufacturers of weapon and handheld lighting systems. Today we're going to be talking about a few different offerings from Surefire, and I'm also going to be explaining why we chose them, why we use these different variations of their lights, and why we decided to add them on our website. Let's jump into it. When it comes to utilitarian weapon lights, my mind always immediately jumps to Surefire. They're one of the big companies in the firearms world, and their history has proven the durability of all of their products. When our team considered adding weapon lights to our website and we were thinking about what brands and models we wanted, we immediately knew that we wanted to have a couple of the offerings from Surefire. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering several different offerings that are either on our website now or will be in the very near future. One little note: specifications, pricing, availability, and the models on our site will be changing over time. As we update inventory and models, we'll update our website, and you can find the most up-to-date link to our website in the description below. There's three models of Surefire lights that I have personally been running the most. The first is the M640DF, the second is the M640V, and the third is the X300V. We also have the 340V on our website for users looking for a white and IR light combination in a more compact package. We chose this selection of lights specifically for our website to cover a few bases. We wanted to offer a quality white light for rifles, we wanted to offer a quality white IR light for rifles, and a white infrared light for pistols. And it is no secret at this point that we desire to see regular citizens equipping themselves with tools to own the night. And for this reason, we needed a curated selection that offered the features we desired most in our weapon lights. I want to take a few minutes to cover each of the specs of the models that I just listed. And each one is a bit different and it fills a specific role very well. And don't worry guys, in the description below, we will have a table of contents, and feel free to click forward or back and pick the light that you desire to learn about the most. Jump around as you guys see fit. Starting off with the M640DF, this is a workhorse of a white light in a very compact form factor. And I chose this to add to our website because it's super compact, but it also is dual fuel compatible. When it comes to weapon lights, especially for our rifles and our hunting scouting uses, we desire potent lighting systems that can just reach out and touch. The M640DF features an advertised 1500 lumen output with 18650s and an advertised 1200 lumens with two CR123 batteries. The candela is 16,000 with an 18650 battery, 12,800 with a CR123. Runtime is advertised at an hour and a half with that 18650 and an hour and a quarter with two of the CR123A batteries. The body of all of these lights that are on the table are constructed of aluminum, and this particular light features the newer style swivel mount, which is super low profile, and the light does come with an M-LOK version of this mount. This particular light is included with the Z68 click tail cap, and the overall length of this light sits at just under 6 inches. The diameter of the light at the head is approximately 1 1/8 inches, and I measured that myself. Be proud of me. And this makes the 640DF a very compact light that will work even on weapon platforms that feature infrared lasers, illuminators, and other gear and kit. The total weight of this light lands around 6 ounces. In the world of high candela, the M640DF puts out a healthy amount, but it's certainly not the most powerful light in existence. With that being said, users who desire switch compatibility and flexibility are going to love Surefire's intuitive cable and switch combinations, especially for platforms with multiple illumination systems. If you guys want to see a video we did where we talk about our favorite switches and caps, we're going to put that above my head right here. What I love most about this light is the fact that it is very intuitive. It has a solid white light output, small form factor, and a reputation for reliability. For folks looking for a high performance white light and want the adaptability of a Surefire light, the 640DF might make a ton of sense. The next light that I wanted to talk about is the 640V. The 640V is a weapon light that features a white light, but it also is an infrared illuminator built into one unit. It's the bigger version of its little brother, the M640V, but for this particular video, I'm going to be focusing on the 640V. For folks looking to get the 340V, I would encourage you to get down in the description, click the link there, it's gonna take you right over to our website. The M640V shares a very similar form factor to the 640U, and it uses two CR123A lithium batteries for fuel source. It's a bit different than the 640DF, which accepts either 18650 or can also run on the CR123s. Personally, I like the ability to run dual fuel. However, I find for the 640V that the two CR123A batteries are more than adequate for hunting, scouting, and training in the darkness. If you're looking for a potent white light, the 640V is probably not the light for you. Anytime you try to combine a white and infrared light into the same head, there's always some sort of sacrifice that's made. For this particular light, the white visible light output is 350 lumens and approximately 12,750 candela. And although those numbers may not seem super impressive, I will say from personal experience, it does do a great job even in the white light setting. It's a healthy amount of white light for close and mid-range distances. And when you rotate the head over to the IR setting, it's going to switch it to an output that is an 860 nanometer infrared illuminator. Output of this IR illuminator is 120 milliwatts, and runtime is a healthy 16.75 hours in infrared mode. What excites me most about this light is how potent that infrared illuminator is under night vision. The IR beam easily illuminates out to 150 yards, and under perfect conditions, it can be seen even further. So whether you're navigating darkness, training on the flat range, scouting, or hunting, the IR light on this particular model is more than enough for almost everybody. This weapon light is a great companion for clip-on night vision units like the UNS-SR or the PVS-30, and I've had a ton of luck running this light with our PVS-30 and UNS. Switching between modes is as simple as rotating the head. In the middle, there is an offsetting, and what this is going to do is reduce the chance of accidentally firing your light when you don't want to and prematurely draining your battery. The M640V is the smaller brother to the 640V and features a single CR123 battery. Users can still expect a functional light with the sacrifice of beam output and runtime on the 340. If the compact form factor is the most important aspect to you, the 340V might be the better fit. If IR potency is the most important, I would recommend considering the 640V. I think that would be a better call for you. And when comparing to my personal favorite IR illuminator, the D-Ball D2, the 640V stacks up decently. I have found that the D2 is still king for most of my rifles, but there's times where I do not want the bulk of the D2. And in these situations, a light like the 640V or 340V makes a ton of sense. Still plenty of punch for illumination under nods, but none of the bulk of that thick old D2. The last light on my list for today is the Surefire X300V. And we thought it important to make sure a very capable pistol light was added to the site. And having an X300V on our pistols allows for illumination under nods for dark places, just like you would use a white light under the naked eye. And passive aiming is extremely fast with nods and a pistol with a modern red dot sight. Having a way to illuminate those dark targets makes passive aiming even more intuitive and practical. The X300V is perfect for folks looking for holster compatibility, good white light output, and the ability with the rotate of the head to switch between white light and IR mode on the fly. The white light on this pistol light lands in at an advertised 350 lumens. Candela is advertised at 12,750. And don't let the low lumens fool you. This light does a really good job of putting out usable white and IR light even at mid-range distances. And the IR function is in the same bandwidth and output as the 640 and 340V lights, and runtime is advertised at 16.75 hours with two CR123 batteries. It's very impressive for such a compact weapon light. While this weapon light is largely designed for pistols, you could also swap it onto a rifle if need be. It puts out enough white and IR light to engage at rifle distances, even though it is such a small light. As with all of Surefire's lights, the X300V is made out of a high quality black anodized aluminum, and the weight of this light lands in right around 4 ounces. Now, switching between the modes on the X300V is extremely simple. You just simply rotate the head to your desired setting, just like the 640 and 340V lights. And users are going to find that there's ample white or IR light in all conditions. And I'm especially impressed with just how much infrared light this little guy produces. It's extremely usable and very potent. The X300V has been a go-to for me for the last 2 years. It allows EDC pistols to be effectively used under night vision. As you can probably tell from that rundown, each of these lights that I discussed has great specs and features. Now at this point, I want to shed some light on where my thoughts are as to how each of these lights individually shine and who they would be perfect for. For the 640DF, I would say that it is a light for folks who want versatility in switch configuration. They want the Surefire reputation, and they want to be able to run dual fuel with their light. It's a simple, intuitive, and what I would consider to be a middle performer in terms of candela and lumen output. Puts a nice flood out, punches to reasonable distances, and this light is a perfect companion for any compact to full-size rifle. For the 640V, I would say it's probably perfect for folks who have a dedicated high candela white light, but want to have a backup white light, but also IR capability all in one package. Just the illuminator alone makes this weapon light extremely valuable to me. Many dual capability lights do not perform well in IR and white light, but the 640V is a top performer with great performance in both of those modes. For folks who fit this description but want a more compact light, the 340V might be a better option. The X300V is for a pistol shooter who wants white light capability on their everyday carry pistol, but also desires to be able to illuminate areas at night under night vision. The white light output of this unit is strong enough to rely on this light as a primary illumination device, and the IR function is a solid bonus. It's a game changer running a pistol with a red dot under nods, and having a potent infrared illuminator on board makes navigating shots in very dark settings very possible. A side benefit of this particular light is it could also easily be thrown onto a rifle, as the beam throw of this light is capable of reaching distances over 100 yards. Compared to the TLR VIR2, the X300 puts out much more potent IR illumination. The only downside of this light is there is a lack of a laser, but if you have a red dot, this is a non-issue. And just closing out this video, guys, we're excited to be offering Surefire lights on our website. Just like all of the gear we offer, we focus on what we know and what we have used personally. The models that we just discussed have a great track record in our personal hands, and they've done everything that we have asked of them since the time that we bought them. Each of the lights shown in this video will fill a very specific role, and it's going to perform well within their design. And for folks looking for industry-leading weapon lights, Surefire is definitely one of the best options out there. If you guys want more information on these lights, we have a link down in the description below. Definitely consider clicking that link, checking out our website. If you have any questions at all, hop onto our website or reach out to us and our customer service team at the contact page online. We'd be happy to assist you and make sure you land on the right light for your needs. If you're in the market for a quality weapon light or any other piece of gear or kit, we'd ask that you consider purchasing it from our website. The support is greatly appreciated. It helps us to continue to do what we do here every day. And even if you don't buy the light from us, we appreciate you tuning in and watching our videos here on this channel. We hope the video helped answer some of your questions and helped you determine which light is best for your needs. And guys, real quick, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to see some of my favorite switch and tail cap configurations, putting a card up here above my head, go check out that video. You can also find that on our website under the shop page if you're interested in adding a switch to your 640, your 640V, or your 340V weapon lights. Guys, we appreciate you as always. Please subscribe, like, and comment. We'll catch you guys in that next video.